Hi, and welcome to the ACL's Decoding Special Education series, where we take one topic, 5 slides, and no more than 5 minutes. Today, we're going to talk about what to expect at an annual IEP meeting, and that IEP stands for Individual Education Plan. Every year is required by law for families and the student and all people on their team, their IEP team, to convene and discuss how a student has done on their goals, as well as set new goals for the next year, consider whether ESY or things like behavior plans might need to be considered, and also to address any other concerns. If the student is 15 or at the end of ninth grade, we want to make sure that transition goals are also included, and we have another slide deck on those. I also want to make sure you know what it's not. So this is not a time where we're looking at new evaluations and changing the disability category the student is eligible for. It would also not be a time that we would be changing the placement for a student. All of those require a reevaluation, which is a different type of meeting. Who should be there are the parents, of course, and the student as much as possible, even if they just come in for introductions. The student's case manager, which is usually the special education teacher, but sometimes it's a speech pathologist. There should be at least one general education teacher, all the specialists who are providing services, and often a school administrator. Sometimes a school district person may also be involved. The school is required to send parents a notice of meeting 10 days ahead of time. If that meeting date that they send you does not work, immediately get back to them and offer some different dates and times that do work for you. And also, if you prefer a virtual meeting or an in-person meeting, make sure that you make that clear. You are allowed to bring anyone you would like to your meeting. I strongly encourage you to do so. Someone to just take notes, be emotional support for you. Caveat, if you choose to bring legal counsel, you do need to notify the school. If you show up with legal counsel and they don't know, they will not hold the meeting. And also, just as a sign of respect, make sure that you let them know you're bringing other people so that they have enough chairs. A really important part that really makes a difference, certainly in BVSD, and it should be throughout Colorado, that the IEP team should give families and parents a draft of the IEP 5 days before the meeting. So you can look at that progress monitoring, look at their notes about how a student's doing. So you are as informed as the rest of the team going into that meeting. This should also be in the language of your choice. Before the meeting, I highly recommend that you fill out your own parent-student input. We have a separate video module on that with more details, and give that to them along with telling them to copy and paste and not to summarize it. In some situations, you may also need to offer a parent report. You want to give that ahead of time too. That's also a different module that we have explaining how to do that. Typically, that is for families who have a lot of homework struggles and need to identify that and how to fix some of those issues with the school team. Before you go, review your student's IEP. What are the goals that they have been working on? How do you think they've been doing? Do you have work samples? Are you reading with your kid? What do you know about how they're doing academically and socially, and any other concerns that you have? If you were concerned that the IEP might be difficult, you can also ask for a trained IEP facilitator from the Colorado Department of Education, and we do have another module on that called dispute resolutions that you can check out. So that's a little bit to know about your annual IEP meeting.